Oops, excuse me. Bit of the old beer gas going on there. How are we all doing? It's been a while. Um, Quite a while actually. Not even sure how long. Right, what's been going on? Well, this weekend was the International Brew Day thingamajiggy online. Um, I managed to get on at various points during the day, but I had sound issues, and it wasn't until later in the day I realised it was something to do with something I had to push on the bloody screen. So, man cave errors. So, that particular day, I did a brew. In fact, I did two brews. Two brews. One of them was a premium Pilsner Lager special beer kit. Now, I did this partial extract. It was with about 2.5 kilos of pale malt, a little bit of crystal malt, and I had a little bit of Constable, only about 20 grams or something. Chucked it all in. Did a 90-minute mash and a 90-minute boil, and it did all right. It came out at 1062. I also put in dry malt extract and the sugar that goes in the beer. I forgot what it's bloody called now. Long since I've done a bloody kit. Anyway, brewing sugar. I came out with just over about 20 odd litres down there, 20 odd litres, and it was 1062 OG. Now, this is when I say premium Pilsner Lager special beer kit, it is actually very special. Now, the reason why it's so bloody special, you must ask, is there we go. It's 20 years old, or probably a little bit more. 1991, it went out of date in June. Now, this can is in such good condition, it's almost like it was made last week. In fact, I'd go to say that the malt extract in here was so much better quality than the stuff we get from Cooper's, Wilco's, any of those, Muntons. It was like, oh my God, how good looking does that look? You know what I mean? I taste that just in case, just to check. And it looked as fresh as the day it went in the tin and came out. And I couldn't believe it, how it was. And it was absolutely bang on. So, I did the brew. It's in the fermenter down there. I did have a chat with a few people on Saturday night and mentioned that I still got the yeast, and I can't remember all of you all, I'm afraid, because I was a bit, So there's the original yeast. Now, this is probably not available anywhere in the world now. I've got two packets. The most rarest yeast ever. Not sure what to do with it yet. Whether to harvest it or what, or pass it on to somebody. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, it must be worth something. It's such an old yeast. Who was I talking to on Saturday? Oh, fuck's sake, that's really going to irritate me now. You know when you plan all these things in your head? Anyway, they're my biggest fans. Honest. Yeah, well. Only when I pulled up on the bloody screen. Oh, yeah, remember that bloke? No, I'm joking. I'm drinking Carlsberg because I've not brewed for quite a number of weeks, months even. But this week I got two on. Now, my second brew was a bit of a different kind of brew. There's no grain involved whatsoever. But what I did have was 3 litres of maple syrup, Canadian maple syrup in a tub. So what I did a 30 litre brew, 3 litres of maple syrup, 1 kilo of sugar. Brewed it, boiled it for 60 minutes. I put some crystal hop in it, and some Magnum, was it Magnum? Oh, no, Target, and a little bit of Fuggles. So various hops that I had laying around just to get rid of. And that came out at a whopping great big 1085. And I've got about 20 or so litres of that. So that'll be interesting to see as to how, what or where that one becomes, because it's not like a traditional kind of brew, whether it's, you know, malt extract or all grain. So it was just, it's there, it's done, it's sat there at the side of me looking at me, and the lid's swelled up. So it'll be quite interesting to see how it comes out. I just mentioned I've got one to line, and a couple of people are interested, like, what the buggery are you doing that for? Matt Evans being one of them. And I will send him a bottle. He sent me a couple in the past, a long time ago, in a galaxy far away, when I used to swap beer with people. And do you know what? I've got to get back into that whole brew thing and swapping beers and keeping in contact, because, to be honest, I kind of stopped doing it because I was so concentrated on other things, work-wise and things, and losing track of what actually counts rather than what actually, you know, like my hobbies and things, like my allotment. I've nearly got evicted off my allotment because I was so engrossed in my job that waste of time that was. So yeah, somebody just pulled up outside the house this time of night, not sure who it'll be. So yeah, 2 brews on. I've actually got another brew on in the shed, so I've got 3 fermenters going. And that's a maple syrup. Is it maple syrup? I can't remember what the other one is now. I have to bloody look at my notes. But yeah, so I've got the 2 down here. The maple syrup brew at 1085. The partial extract, 20-year-old extract brew is going, and I will definitely get a few of them out. I've got some bottles. No homebrew. Not had any for a while. I know it's shocking. And I'll get them sent out in the near future as soon as they're ready, around about a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. And then you can hopefully have them around about Christmas. And you can have one on Christmas Day, and you can ruin your Christmas Day by having the maple. Sorry, Xbox on. The maple one, the maple syrup. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed chatting with people on Saturday. What day is it? Sunday, Saturday night. You know, it's what it's all about when you're within this community. Just keeping in contact with people, and you know, it doesn't matter who you are or what you do, whether you're all grain, kit brewer, mead, wine. We all got something in common, and we all chat and bollocks and get pissed online together, and it's a good way. It's a good thing to do, and it's, I don't know, been such a long time since you've done these videos. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like I'm so out of sync. But yeah, it was good to get back into it, and I mean, I had to go and buy a fermenter because I'd like sold all my other ones. I was like, oh fuck, I've got all the gear and nowhere bloody put it. So I had to make a last minute dash to Wilco's, not Wilco's. Yeah, I went to Wilco's, but there was none left. And then I went to the range, and they had some fermenters in there, £10 each. Managed to get one just before they closed. I was like, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's got to be, isn't it? So I will be doing a video in the future with regards to the 20-year-old plus yeast. I've done the kit. When the kit is ready and fermented and or in the keg, I will do a review. I'll send a few out to a few people. But it'd be interesting to see if the yeast is any good. I mean, that's 20 odd years old, and I'm not sure what kind of beer to put it into. Do I put it into just a standard pale, like a kind of a smash kind of kind of beer. Do go something a little bit complex that might hide the yeast. I do have a friend just down the road who has a brewery. I might ask him on some advice, because Black and Sun Brewery, just in case you want to go down there and get some cracking beers. And he could probably help me out, or some of my homebrew friends just from around the road. Either way, I don't want to put it in there and find it's a dud. But it'd be nice to also harvest a 20-year-old yeast, which I very much doubt exists anymore. Or does it? I don't know. I'll have to investigate. So other than that, everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything's just, I'm just talking shit now. I've got to go and blow my nose because it's running. But other than that, yeah, times are changing. I'm going to try and get back into what I used to do, as in my brewing, my allotment, and not worry so much about the other shit, which it just caused me anything but shit. So I'm going to try and be more or less chilled and less worrying about what's going on down the road, quite literally. Boom boom. So times are changing, new things are coming, and 20 years, I mean, it's fucking stood the time. It has fucking stood the time. Get out there and look for these. These are rare. What's the Terminator said? What was the Terminator said? Old but reliable, or whatever he said when he got shot. I can't bloody remember. Tell you, put a comment below, like and dislike, whatever you want to do. What was it he said? Old, I can't remember. I've seen I watched the bloody film in Origin. Is it Genesis? Terminator Genesis the other day, and he's like, old but reliable. Fuck do I know? Fucking talking shit now, aren't I? Too much Carlsberg at 3.8%. Fucking like what, drinking piss, innit? But now on a serious note, just going to have a little look at what I've got and get back into it, and kind of just the back seat that I took kicked me out, and I'm going back into it, and I'm thinking, let's just get out there and just do this thing and just brew some happy beers, brew some nice beers. Oh, I've actually got, this is the Canadian maple one. So yeah, it's a nice pale. It's gonna be a nice pale colour. Tell you what, it's very toffee kind of. You got the sugars from it. Oh god, I got a bit of gas. Excuse me. So yeah, it's I sit now and just talking shit. I've lost track because I'm too tired. Let's get on with it. Get some beers, get some brews, dudes.